Hello, so I'm going to do a little 3-card story journal, kind of just go through these fountain cards. I will be honest, I have them sitting in front of me up a little bit. It's a little dark. Again, to get the light right in here is just a nightmare. So we have the 5 of Cups in the Fountain Tarot, the Empress, and Ace of Wands. And I really feel like the 5, if I'm looking at the 5, these cards are so different, and I have to go with the colors in them a lot because the pictures don't always make me feel. So I do have the 3 cups in front of them. They're spilling, and they're obviously spilling because if you look at it, there's actually stuff coming down off of the card, off the cups, down like this. And it feels like that, like below that area of him, it's like everything's just draining down. So you kind of feel drained, like, oh my God, if I let this happen. We do have the 2 cups of behind him that are full. So I do feel like, it's about not paying attention. The thing I find funny about the color here is there's more light clouds in front of him than there are behind him. And that I kind of find odd because it gives me an opposite feeling, like if you open your eyes and turn around, that clarity is giving me a little bit of a confusing feel for this card. Again, this is just about journaling, so I'm not being an expert. I'm talking about what I see in the card, and I don't know if I like that. I think it'd probably depend on what cards were around it. Because it's in the front and I see the Empress next, I'm thinking to myself, well, he's not paying attention to this beautiful, lovely life he has. That's would be my story. He's, because he's not looking at the Empress. And the Empress is actually looking the other way too. It's like having back to back, like you're fighting against each other, if I were to read the story. So in this one, again, that's just about how you feel. I'm looking at the cups. I feel the drain. I feel this drain. Because everything below, like from here down, is a lot lighter, and it feels like it's almost like seeping into the earth. Whereas, and he does look sad and solemn, and he's all wrapped up, so that tells you like he's hiding something too. And then, in this case, with him next to the Empress, I feel like he's hiding from the truth or from his good life or something that could be really good for him. And then the Empress is... I like the card. It's green. It feels good. It feels like growth. It feels, it overall feels good, I think, I would say that it does feel like an Empress type card. I don't get, I will be honest with you, these cards don't resonate with me as much as some other cards. I'm doing them because I just need to mix things up. And I do feel like, and to talk about journaling, because since I'm not used to these, I haven't done a lot of journaling with them. I do like the color above her too. That makes me feel like there is brightness. The green makes me feel like things are growing, which is about the Empress nurturing growth. This isn't going quite as good as I want, but again, I just picked them randomly to talk about the thing. There is the growth in the water around her. And then we have the Ace of Wands, and that does, that feels fiery. It feels good. Most aces don't have a lot to the picture. This doesn't either. It's bright. It has everything we need. It has all of the lights going in all of the directions, so that feels good overall. So when I look at it, if I were to tell a story about it, I have, so here, once upon a time, there was someone who was so focused on what he didn't have anymore. He had his head down. He was looking at those cups as if, he had lost his whole life. But the only reason why he has lost what he has lost, because he has turned his back to something that's been really important to him. So whatever that thing that was important to him, he turned his back on it. And that has made him sad, but that person now has turned their back on him. It takes 2 to tango, so to speak. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to expect someone else to turn their back on you as well. So then we have that, but the ending to me says, because it's the Ace of Wands, these 2 people are going to see the light, and they're going to stop doing this petty stuff of I turned my back on you and you turned your back on me. Instead, we're going to have a nice, good, really fiery beginning. So that is my story with the fountain. Journaling this is a little difficult. This deck is a little difficult, but I am going to use it because I'm not familiar with it. I can really identify with when you're first starting journaling what you're looking for in brand new cards. And as we go through them, you may see different things every time. So that'll be good. I mean, I think it'll be good for me to do something I'm not familiar with to show you that I can, how I'm learning it, and hopefully, it gives you ideas as well. The whole idea of these videos are to give you ideas. So that is the Fountain Tarot. That's journaling, telling the story. Thanks. Have a great day.